Hey everybody, I'm Dale Chumbley. I just want to take a quick moment before I introduce Katie and tell you about experience I've had. So, how many of you are using Cutco knives currently? How many of you have them in your house? Yeah? So this little knife right here, I hold this thing probably every day at some point. My wife does too. We love this thing. I've been using Cutco knives personally. They didn't ask me. This is kind of me just sharing. For over 5 years as a closing gift. It's been an amazing thing to be able to use. Last year I had a cool experience. I was at a housewarming party for a client. They had just bought their house. We're all in the kitchen. We're doing, you know how this goes, right? We're in the kitchen and somebody's there helping cut stuff up, and they're using this amazing red-handled knife, and they're like, this knife is amazing. And she goes, well, it's from my realtor. And they looked and like, well, how do I get one? I said, are you looking to buy or sell? So, our reception's starting here in just a little bit, so I wanted to introduce Katie Heaney to come up real quick and talk about Cutco closing gifts, and they are the best branding tool available. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for that intro, and Brian, thanks for that message. Julie, that was awesome. Julie, right? Talking about Africa. Thanks for just a great message, and thank you all for being here and choosing to grow your business and your life at this event every single year, and for welcoming us every single year as your sponsor. I only have 4 minutes, so pay close attention. I'm Katie Heaney. My company's Cutco Closing Gifts. Raise your hands if you have, raise your hands if you've heard of Cutco before. Okay, keep your hands up if you own Cutco at your house. Okay, keep your hands up if you've owned it longer than 5 years. Longer than 10 years? Longer than 15 years? Keep your hands up if you own them longer than 20 years. Longer than 25 years? 30? 40? 50? All right, let's give her a round of applause. Owning Cutco. So we're the largest closing gift company in North America. What we do is we help you guys with your client gifts. I know most of you give something, basket, gift card, dinner out, bottle of wine, right? And I didn't come here to tell you your clients don't like the gifts you give them, because everyone likes a gift, right? Who doesn't like a gift? It's free. The main challenge we found with most closing gifts is what happens to them. People get them and they like them, but they eat them, drink them, spend them, the plant dies, or often it gets tucked away in a corner on a shelf or collects dust and hangs on a wall. So how we help you guys with your business is we turned your closing gift into a long-term branding tool. What we do is we take Cutco, and half the room's using them, but we actually take Cutco and we go ahead and brand it with your information on the product itself. And Cutco, if you aren't familiar or haven't used it, forever guaranteed, made in the US. We're like the Rolex, the Rolls Royce, the CRS of kitchen knives, if you will. So we brand it with your info. Thank you for the applause. This does a couple things for you guys. First thing, it's a gift of longevity. 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, you know, when you're retired, they're still going to be using it every single day and thinking of you. The next thing, do you guys know the NAR statistic, NAR statistic? 80% of people say they'd use their realtor again, but do you know how many can name their real estate agent? 12%. 12% of people can name their realtor. If this is something, NAR also says the #1 room in the house people hang out is the... Oh, thanks for not saying the bathroom. Someone always says that. So kitchens where they hang out, like Dale said, it naturally sparks that conversation. The next way these help you is the IRS only allows you to write off $25 on your taxes as a client gift. I know nobody in this room, but sometimes people write off the whole amount and hope they don't get audited. Since these are branded, you can legally write off the entire amount as advertising, which is awesome. Next, I think all top 4% of realtors in the room, you know that the best way to be successful is to put systems in your business. So we put a system in place for you to make it easy for you. We get you a small supply of gifts to keep on hand. So when you have a closing, you grab it, give it, go, and you're done. No more time spent running around town, putting together a basket, grabbing the gift card. You have them in place, and we found this is a pretty universal gift because most people do eat food, and they're not ripping the food apart with their hands. So everyone's going to use a knife all the time. I saved the best for last. If you didn't listen to anything I said, just listen to this part. We have a service program that's very cool. If you keep track of who you give your gifts to, client's name, phone number, and closing date. A year from when you order, email us that list. Once your clients own the gift for 1 year, we actually send out a salaried service rep. We have service reps all over the country to serve you. We send a rep out to sharpen your client's knives, Cutco or not. While they're there sharpening, we have your client fill out a satisfaction survey from you. At the bottom of the survey is a place for referrals for you, and on the back of it, we do their Cutco wish list. So if you want to thank them in the future with a gift, or you just like them and you want to send them an anniversary gift, you have a list of items they like. We're averaging about 2 to 2.5 referrals on that appointment. People write down names of other people interested in buying or selling. We turn them back into you, and you can go market to them from your database. So in terms of pricing, there's a couple ways to use our gifts. I know there are a handful of people in the room that love to do a gift basket. We can get you an individual knife, like a cheese knife, put it in a wine and cheese basket. Once the wine and cheese are gone, they have a knife to use. We also have gift sets. Generally, the prices range from about $50 to $200. We also have luxury gifts. If you want to get them a nice big block of knives, you can spend $300 to $2,000. But most people are spending between $50 and $100 on their gifts. So the last thing I'm going to say, this is our 3rd year sponsoring, and we decided to do something extra special this year. We brought the founder of our program, Tony, so he let me do this. The first 25 people, we are taking orders at the event. The first 25 people that order client gifts at this event, we are buying you $100 in Cutco for your kitchen. First 25 people. We've never done that before. And the second thing we decided to do is engraving on these is normally $15 a knife. For CRS members, we're doing it for only $7. So it's half price engraving, and that locks you in for life. So I'm going to let you guys go to the reception or bring Brian back up here, but make sure you stop by our booth so you can get your $100 in free Cutco, and thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.